title as well. So Diaz has it in his contract. May one day want to be a boxer, but he has to get rid of the knockout artist, Paul Daley, tonight.
So Nick Diaz shedding his bad boy persona, very popular here in Southern California, 27 years old, from Stockton.
I think that sign made all other sign makers green with envy, Fred.
Now, there were some weight issues for Paul Daley coming into this fight.
Making a statement, in fact, Gus. There was a lot of concern with Cesar Gracie 24 hours before the weigh-in. Daley, who's missed weight 3 of his last 5 fights, was 12 pounds over. He made a statement coming in under the 170-pound limit, as you're about to see.
And that brings us to the tail of the tape. Nick Diaz, Paul Daley, around the same age, Frank, but Diaz taller.
Diaz much taller. Look at this. He's got a couple inches in height. But here's the number you got to focus on. Paul Daley has a half-inch reach advantage on Nick Diaz. For a puncher, that's what you want.
We're ready for the main event from San Diego, California. Nick Diaz, Paul Daley. And now let's go into the cage and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Valley View Casino Center here in San Diego, California, as Strikeforce and Showtime present the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Rockstar Energy Drink. Bigger, better, faster, stronger. Party like a rock star. Tonight's action is sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. The chairman is John Frierson. The executive officer is George Dodd. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 5 5-minute rounds for the Strikeforce World Welterweight Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and MMA fans joining us around the world, live from San Diego, it's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. Standing at 5 feet 9 inches, he weighed in at 169 1/2 pounds. Trained in Muay Thai, his record stands at 27 wins, 9 losses, and 2 draws, with 20 wins coming by way of knockout and 2 by submission. Joining us from Nottingham, England, please welcome the challenger, the hard-hitting British bomber, Paul "Semtex" Daley. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, standing at 6 feet 1 inch. He weighed in at 169 3/4 pounds. One of MMA's all-around standouts, versed in boxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His record includes 24 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest, with 12 knockouts and 8 submissions to his credit. From Stockton, California, tonight, making the 3rd defense of his title, please welcome MMA's one-of-a-kind, the 2-time title holder and current Strikeforce World Welterweight Champion, Nick Diaz. And our referee in charge now to give instructions, Big John McCarthy.
Gentlemen, this is for the championship, the Strikeforce Welterweight Championship. I want you to fight clean, fight hard, fight fair. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Step back so we can start.
Nick Diaz starting already.
Yeah, it began at the weigh-in. They lit the fuse. Incendiary ingredients for what should be a combustible main event.
Diaz Daley. And here they go.
Both of them undefeated in Strikeforce. Diaz 5-0. Daley 2-0 with 2 knockout wins, and the trash talking has begun.
Frank, you were in there with Nick.
Yes.
How does this trash talking affect?
You know what it is? It's incredibly distracting. Like, you just can't imagine that he's doing that to you, and he's doing that to you.
There's a left hook by Daley. Diaz. Oh! Daley!
Diaz is moving his head, though.
Oh, Daley has to be very careful. That kick almost caught Diaz in the head. That would have been illegal. But Daley all over Diaz.
Daley is jumping on him. The knees and the left hook.
Wonder if we're seeing some rope-a-dope here, my friends.
Nick, though, with that height advantage, does not have a reach advantage. Daley fighting him close.
Cesar Gracie told us that Diaz's overall boxing mechanics were the biggest improvement. The head movement, the footwork. Daley so far short-circuiting that. Now Diaz getting his rhythm, testing that lead leg.
Straight right hand, missing for Daley. Diaz normally in stand-up a combination puncher, Frank Shamrock.
Yeah, right now he's just trying to get Daley to swing and expose himself, get him to reach. He's looking for those holes.
I like how he goes to the body as well. Nick Diaz, CompuStrike's biggest enemy.
This is where I thought Nick Diaz should be hanging out against Paul Daley. Put him in the cage, beat him up, elbows, short punches off the cage.
Now Diaz to the body, left hook by Daley. Diaz back downstairs up top. Daley pinned. Daley in trouble.
Daley looks hurt.
Daley holding on now.
Daley looking for the takedown. Diaz going for the choke.
Now Nick Diaz. What a start.
Very impressive, superlative striking from the Strikeforce welterweight champion.
Now the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt pulls Daley into his guard.
He's controlling his wrists, controlling the posture. Just because Diaz is on his back for you MMA neophytes doesn't mean he's in danger. He is very comfortable from that position, looking for the ankle pick.
Good balance by Daley. Scramble out of that ankle.
Wrestling has always been the Achilles heel for the British fighters. He's been working with Kenny Johnson. One area that Diaz...
Ooh, beautiful straight left hand by Nick Diaz. Backs up Daley. Then he goes to the body with the left hand. Daley left hook, catching Diaz.
Whew, tremendous action here in San Diego.
Wow.
And Diaz is ripping those body punches to Daley.
You work the body, it opens up the head.
Diaz, elbow strikes.
Taking a page out of his teammate Gilbert Melendez's book.
Daley looks wobbly, a beautiful knee.
Muay Thai from Daley.
And Diaz walks through it. 1-2. They are banging, folks.
This is what the fans anticipated. This is what the fans are getting.
1:30 to go. The Strikeforce World Welterweight title. Oh, Diaz is down. Daley jumping on him.
Diaz was rocked by that punch. And yet is able to recover.
Daley has been great with the knees. Now, ground and pound for Daley. 1:05 to go.
Diaz doing a good job keeping him away with his feet, but he's got to get his head out of that cage and pop up.
But he also ate a huge hammer fist. Now controlling the wrists again. Daley has hurt Nick Diaz, but Diaz's chin has been tested before.
It sure has. Nick's got him in a good open guard position there, and he can flip him over if he gets his other leg underneath him.
Hard to believe how fast this round has flown by. The crowd chanting Diaz in the final 35 seconds.
Now Diaz takes his time, gets up. Daley reloads. 30 seconds to go. Round one scheduled for 5 for the Strikeforce World Welterweight title. Nick Diaz, the champion in white and black. Daley, the challenger in blue. Great body work by Diaz. Oh, a beautiful uppercut. Looping right hand. Daley falling, is in trouble. 11 seconds. Diaz going in for the kill. And it's over.
Wow! Diaz has made history.
Nick Diaz finishing Daley.
And one of the best rounds of the year. makes history with his third successful title defense. You agree with the stoppage, Frank?
I agree with the stoppage. Daley was not going to recover. He had a few seconds left, but he was not going to recover.
Just a handful of seconds remaining, and Daley still out on his feet. He had to be helped to the stool. The pendulum of momentum swinging to and fro. The ebb and flow of MMA. Diaz was in trouble. Diaz was hurt, but Diaz proved that his championship status is very, very worthy. What a fight!
And even when hurt on the ground, he was moving his head, he was rolling his shoulders. He was in the game every single moment of it. And Paul Daley, what a game fighter and what a brilliant striker.
An amazing striker, an amazing fight. We knew we were going to see fistic fireworks, and we got it. The fans now fetting. Let's listen in. An amazing stat. 31 of Diaz's 54 strikes landed were power strikes. Lot of action, but it came down to this, Frank.
Yeah, that last combination of punches. Daley was wobbled back here, but it was really an exchange of that left hook that got Diaz wobbled. I was so surprised to see him drop like that. That left hook just loaded with power. But again, he pops up. He's able to recover. He came back, got his wits about him, and he felt that range. And it was like you said, body, head. He started ripping on that body. Once he got those hands down, he was able to hurt him with that
and
short
he still
right
tasted
punch.
it, though.
And it just, Daley rocked. He totally rocked. And good on him to finish him off. Diaz right on top of him. And I think that was a good stoppage, man. Daley was not coming back from that.
See the replay. Big John McCarthy proving why he is one of the best referees in the sport. An amazing, scintillating round of action. Nick Diaz, with his 10th consecutive win, remains Strikeforce welterweight champion. Cesar Gracie fight team remain the rulers of Strikeforce.
Oh, hail Caesar!
All right, with the official decision, once again, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Well, fans, with a time of 4 minutes, 57 seconds in round number 1, a referee in charge, Big John McCarthy, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the Strikeforce World Welterweight Champion, Nick Diaz.
All right, Nick Diaz and Paul Daley,